सिरेमिक आणि विट्रिफाईड टाइल्स बसवपाक रेव आणि सिमेंट वापरपाची आता गरज ना. खासा ग्रेडेड रेव सिमेंट आणि खासा पॉलिमर्स वापरून रेडी टू यूज टाइल्स एडेसिव्ह वापरात अल्कोफास्ट. विट्रिफाईड टाइल्सा खातीर अल्कोफास्ट VT, सिरेमिक टाइल्सा खातीर अल्कोफास्ट CE, ग्रेनाइट मार्बल कडप्पा बसवपा खातीर अल्कोफास्ट SA, वॉटर टाइल्स जॉइंट फिलर बसवपाक वापरात अल्कोफिल. ISO आणि गृह प्रमाणित. चड म्हायती खातीर पणजे सरस्वती मंदिराक तेकून आशिल्ल्या आमच्या अल्कोन शॉपिंग मुजरत भेट दियात वा कॉल करात. अल्कोफास्ट हे अल्कोन अनिल कोंटो एंटरप्राइजेसचे एक उत्पादन.
भाभी मेरे लिए सब्जी रोटी.
पंचामृता के सारे प्रोडक्ट्स जो खाने में पौष्टिक तत्व की कमी को भर देते हैं. आई सर्टिफाइड वेयर फूड इज फोर्टिफाइड.
नमस्कार. आयच्या ह्या खाशेल्या हिडोनाक तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज आमचे बरोबर अशी गेस्ट आसात जांचेर म्हाका दिसता पुराय गोंयची नदर आसा. तांणी गोंय राखपा खातीर उलो मारला, पण आमची सगळ्यांची परिस्थिती अशी आसा की गोंय राखप कशें हो एक व्हडलो प्रश्न आमच्या मुखार आसा. त्या प्रश्नाचें उत्तर सोदपा खातीर तांणी फाल्यां पणजे एक भौशीक मिटींग आपयल्या. लोकांनी येवचें आनी एक सिटिजन्स चार्टर तयार जावचो अशें तांणी मागलां. हातूंतल्यान कितें साध्य जातलें, कितें साध्य ते करपाक सोदतात आनी फुडें कशें वचपाचें, ह्या सगळ्या गजालींचेर उलोवपा खातीर आमचे बरोबर स्टुडियो भितर आसात अलाहाबाद हायकोर्टाचे आदले चीफ जस्टीस, रिटायर्ड चीफ जस्टीस, गोंयचे पूत, आदले गोंयचे आमदार फेर्दिनबाब रिबेलो. फेर्दिनबाब, वेलकम. आनी हांव सुरवात त्याच प्रश्ना वयल्यान करता की वॉट डू यू वॉन्ट टू अचीव टुमॉरो? लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ दॅट.
A very interesting question, which I've been thinking myself. Why did I speak out? See, for a long time I have been seeing and I have been saying that there has been a degeneration in the moral values. A society which we prided ourselves on has changed and altered. Because, let me be frank, there is too much corruption in our governments. It has become endemic. The soul of Goa has been fractured, I would say. The future of our citizens, and especially our youth, is being taken away. It looks like जे आमी म्हणटात गोंयकारपण, आमी गोंयांत वी वील नॉट बी देर long as a Konkani people here. Our very identity will be lost. We must know that all of us fought for statehood and Konkani.
Yes.
We did not fight for it just for the slogan. भाई खरें आसा आमी थोडे सगळे कोंकणी उलयनात कित्याक आमी कोंकणी शिकूनात. आनी केन्ना आमी असली चर्चा जाता न्ही ती उतर मेळनात आमकां. आमची थॉट प्रोसेसां इंग्लिशीन जातात. सो वी फॉट फॉर अ गोवा एन आयडेंटिटी इज अ कोंकणी लोक म्हणून. At least I thought, and people like me thought, a small state, people not poor, educationally, practically education had gone to every corner, nook and corner of our state. And we would become a premier state in this country, a showpiece for the nation, with all our intellect, which we are showcasing the world over. Goans, when we come out of this, the small territory, Bombay wasat, Delhi wasat, Aniki wasat, America wasat, England wasat, Australia wasat, our people are shining. In all, because that opportunity was there, and we thought we will get this opportunity over here, so that in our own home we will have that, we'll get that opportunity to shine and make this a shining example for the rest of India.
Sir, what went wrong?
Frankly, what went wrong is, if I name a name, up to the first government of Mr. Rani, things were fine. After that, things went wrong and have been going wrong, and now are going downhill. And the core issue is that everybody wants to become rich overnight. Rich overnight by any means, bending the rules, bending the law, and unfortunately, a lot of our people are complicit in it.
Yeah.
This could not have happened if we were not complicit. Unfortunately, we are complicit. So the question today is, how do we come out of it? Now, as somebody says that every time some issue comes, log bahar yetat. Last was Goa Bachao Andolan.
Yeah.
Log येयलेत. तेच पहिले they had come for language in the schools.
Yes.
So where are log bahar yeतात? And there are NGOs who continuously espouse causes, but so far it has been but there is not a collective voice that is emerging.
फाल्यां दोतोर तुमी कितें अचीव करपाक सोदतात? कारण हो बॅकग्रावंड आसा. एक वटच्यान तुमी GBAचो उल्लेख केलो, राजभास आंदोलन जालें, ओपिनियन पोला खातीर आंदोलन जालें. अशें न्ही की गोंयकार भायर सरना, गोंयकार भायर सरत आसा. आनी ताजो एक डिटरंट इफेक्ट कांय काळा पुरतो उरता. And again things start going downhill. There is a deterrent effect for a very limited period of time, and again आमके सगळे परत सुरू जाता. फाल्यां कितें अचीव करपाचें? फाल्यां गोंयकारां मुखार होच प्रश्न आसा की नाव वॉट?
Yes. Now what, and what will happen thereafter, and will it continue, is
Yes.
most movements everywhere, after they achieve their ambitions, start plateauing out. So let us not think about whether it's going to plateau out or not.
Yeah.
Let us think about what is the object of this,
Yes.
the charter that we are talking about. The idea behind calling a meeting tomorrow was to bring all NGOs who have been fighting together for various causes in various parts of Goa under one common umbrella. So that we choose some issues. Of course, they will have their issues which they want fighting, but some common issues under which there will be one umbrella. Sagle log etle that these are, and if these issues are met, perhaps a lot of their issues will be solved. So therefore, but then it was a very small meeting as planned earlier. We had Patrakar Sangha Amiti. We had thought having a meeting down there.
Yes.
Magi Madlem, Parvori Azad Gomantak.
Right.
Tinga. And last moment, as we started getting a feedback,
Yes.
as your TV channels, newspapers, social media started, then we said that there has to be a bigger place, not only social activists, all those who want to join.
Yes. Because lot of general
Yes.
people want to come and attend that meeting.
So all those who want to join in, we want to give them a platform. Give them a platform where we want to put this charter before them and discuss as far as possible with them, and then go forward to implement the charter. Now, how do we implement the charter will be a next step with the collective wisdom of the people. We hope to have a broad organization set up in due course of time, which will perhaps go through the nook and corners of Goa.
Justice Rebello, I want to ask you this because many people want me to ask you this question.
Yes.
Ki what next? Also, तुम्ही म्हणे की collective wisdom of the people, let it decide tomorrow. However, एक जो प्रश्न लोकांच्या तकल्या भितर येता की फाल्यां एक चार्टर तयार जातलो आनी आय एम क्वायट शुअर बरो चार्टर तयार जातलो, कारण थंय जे लोक येवपाचे आसात ते काळजान बरे लोक आनी काळजांतल्यान उलोवपा येतले. सो चार्टर बरो तयार जातलो. हो चार्टर काडून दिवप कोणाक? त्याच लोकांक जांणी आतां मेरेन गोंय अशें चलयलां.
See, at the end of the day, in any democracy, the administration is run by a political party.
Yeah.
Okay. So that political party will have to respond. other parties who are in the opposition will also have to make their voice clear. So you are right. As we said, we are not fighting a political party. We are highlighting issues which every political party in this state must reflect upon and have the courage to see through them. These are not against them.
These are non-compromising Goa issues.
These Goa issues.
Yeah.
They are also Goans. They are also a part of our Goa. I will also say they are Goimogi. But some of them have gone wrong. So we want them to see that on these issues, ekta hai. And if these issues are solved, a lot of problems in our society are going to be solved.
Yeah.
Of course, some persons may suffer financially, but that's a different issue. It is the collective will of the people that must prevail. And if MLAs reflect upon that and think not only of themselves, they only think of their children.
एक गजाल म्हाका दोतोर म्हाका मुद्दम विचारपाक तुमकां सद्या अशी दिसता परिस्थिती पळयल्यार कारण तुमी उलयता तें आयकून म्हज्या मनाक आयलो तो प्रश्न की एज अ सोसायटी एज अ सिवीक सोसायटी म्हणया किंवा एज वोटर्स
Yes.
we have failed to become an effective pressure group on our MLAs after electing them to power or electing them in the assembly. अशें दिसता तुमकां की जो एक प्रेशर ग्रुप म्हणून आमी काम करपा जाय आमी कमी पडल्यात.
That is where we as a society have failed. We have failed that we have come to expect that we will get something from our elected leaders.
Yeah.
We expect that whenever any leader enters our constituency, we'll make a demand from him. अरे आमके देवळा पैसे दी, आम चर्ची पैसे दी, फुटबॉला पैसे दी, एक पैसे दी. Now you are asking them to bring money.
Yeah.
And from where is he going to bring the money? Okay. So he is tempted, because he has no means to
finance that.
finance that. So he must generate it.
Yeah.
So this is where we have gone wrong. I don't say that this is going to end completely because it's a pan in the phenomenon.
पण तुम्ही एक गजाल बरी सांगली की एटलीस्ट फाल्यां अशें कांय नॉन कॉम्प्रोमायझिंग गोवा इश्यूज हायलायट जावपा जाय की हाजेर खंयचोय राजकीय पक्ष सत्तेर आसूं तो ह्या गजाली कडेन कॉम्प्रोमायज करपाक शकना.
That's right. That is what is my thought process, which I am going to put with the people.
एक गजाल जस्टिस रिबेलो आय वांट टू आस्क जेन्युइनली की तुमकां दिसता की एक पब्लीक मुवमेंटाचो पॉलिटिकल मुवमेंट जावचो म्हणून काय तुमकां दिसता की एक प्रेशर ग्रुपूच म्हूण रावप चड बरें?
See, Jayaprakash's movement ultimately became a political movement.
Yes.
But it did not start as a political movement.
Correct.
It started as a
Public movement.
as a public movement. Then those who were there in the movement got together and formed a party.
Yeah.
So that is a subsequent step.
Yeah.
So this movement is not going to be we are inviting everybody.
You are not starting this with an aim to become a
Yes,
political movement.
We want everybody across parties committed to these values to join us, irrespective of which party they are in. The only thing that we say is, in our core group, we will not include you. In the core group, we would have people, those social activists and other citizens who are not office bearers of political parties.
Absolutely.
But political parties, of course, they have to support, because without their support, no movement can go.
Nothing can happen.
Nothing can happen.
Yeah.
So, but there is, as I said earlier, we are not interested in a political movement. If political parties afterwards want to take that, we can't say anything because that happens everywhere.
Yeah.
If I say tomorrow some political party will not take advantage of this, I'll be too naive.
Yeah.
But लोग हंसता But this happens.
Yeah.
But that is forget
But
about.
at least as society, we should be clear that these are our issues and there should not be any compromise on these
Yes,
issues.
that is what would happen to this movement as and when it takes off.
एक गजाल दोतोर तुमगेलें the first reaction आशिल्लें, it came out because of your concern for Goa's environment, ecology and ecology. Basically एक गजाल लक्षांत आयलें की तुमकां दिसता की there has been a widespread attempt to destroy Goa. why did you feel so, and what was the trigger?
About since 6 to 9 months, I have frankly, I have never gone on TV, I have never
Yeah.
gone on newspapers. But some 6 or 8 months ago, for the first time, I was called upon to participate in a discussion.
Yes, I remember.
Okay. And there I articulated some views. Magir ani kon apel maka. And I've been articulate. Then I went to the legislator on legislators' day.
Yeah.
Gelte varsak. And see, there are some sections which have been brought in the Town and Country Planning Act, which are the basic source of corruption. These sections permit you, when there is an existing plan of the lifetime if the lifetime of a plan is over, that plan continues till such time the new plan comes in. Okay. But what is happening is, by these sections, they are changing zones, they are changing change of user, they are permitting additional, we call it FSI in here,
We call it FAR here.
FAR, in places where you can't utilize it,
Yeah.
and everything for a price. And I think every Goan knows about this. It's not something that I am saying. And who's paying for this? And for whom are you constructing these buildings or development? Is it for the Goan people? Most Goan people have their houses and their homes. Okay, though sometimes people had gone to the Gulf, etc., had brought some flats earlier thinking that they are going to get some additional revenue out of that. But today what is happening is, Goans are not occupying this. Tum Bishol wasanta, some 100 plots, 200 plots, atyam Bishol lokak. They are not for them. And we are not thinking, see, vichar karpa jai. Are you going to displace your identity by bringing influx of hundreds of people? If there are, amke vadia ek 50 garja asat, you are going to bring another 100 houses of I will not
Correct.
say everybody has the right to come in India.
Yeah, but they are not natives of that place. And natives of the state also.
And
Yeah.
do you require to see, everywhere in town planning, sometimes they will say in these areas high story building will not be there. Why? Maintain the natural character of the place.
Yeah.
And they are going asle.
Yeah.
In all our villages this was there. Until now suddenly in Gawani some buildings are coming up.
दादा तुम्ही मग बरो मुद्दो काढलो न्ही तो म्हळ्यार कायद्यांचो ज्या तरेन हे कायदे जाल्यात ते and because of your experience as a jurist also I want to ask you this question. ज्या तरेन सध्या कायदे करप चल्ला, do you think there is application of mind behind enactment of those laws, or because there is a sense that we have a brute majority and we can get any legislation through? What do you think is happening?
See, you look at it both the ways, okay? Sometimes there is a genuine belief that Amji Karta is good for the people because it is gone through. But then there are certain legislations which unfortunately are not done for the love of the people. Okay. Straight, let me be frank about it. These amendments to the Town and Country Planning Act, these amendments in the Komindal laws, these amendments in the government, what has been done now, these are not out of the necessity for the people. And as I said, and I stress again, these are the sources of corruption in Goa. These laws were not required. See, you have an ODP plan. That ODP plan is meant for the future 20 or 30 years as per the law. It takes into consideration what is required for the next 20, 30 years while preparing the ODP plan.
Correct.
So what we are doing now is, during the subsistence or existence of that plan, massive changes are taking place.
Yeah.
And massive changes are taking place where? In our hinterlands. Our coast has been taken over. I'm going to get development, okay? But if you want, or even now, if you want to develop along the coastline, tourism is one of our basic sectors which generates.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Ask 4-star hotel, 5-star hotels, 7-star hotels. Plan for them. Or even 2-star because for the lower income group.
Yeah.
Plan the place where people.
But plan.
But plan it. Plan that because people don't want to stay for more than 15
Correct.
days, 20 days. So now what we are doing is just putting down there, not required, and changing the demography of our land. That is not acceptable.
म्हाका याच तुम्ही जशें म्हळें की यू रेफर्ड टू द एनेक्टमेंट एज फार एज TCP इज कन्सर्न आनीक पीपल आर ऑल्सो एजिटेटिंग इन डिफरंट पार्ट्स ऑफ गोवा रायट नाव देर इज अनदर एनेक्टमेंट दॅट द गव्हर्मेंट इज ऑल्सो गोईंग अराउंड सेईंग दॅट दिस इज द बेस्ट एनेक्टमेंट वी हॅव डन इज द मुझे घर वेर तुमी म्हणटा कुमुंदात जमनीचेरय घरां रेग्युलरायज करपाचें आसा गव्हर्मेंट जमनी वेली घरां रेग्युलरायज करपाचें आसात डू यू थिंक लिगली this idea of this legislation is tenable?
See,
because now it is an act, but whether because it is challenged in the court.
I am staying in city of Mumbai. Okay, a lot of the lands slums have come up. Therefore, as a part of a social process of rehabilitation, government has enacted the Slum Act,
Yeah.
by which these people, the Zopatapadi Ravtat, given some pakka homes, proper facilities,
Yeah.
but limited to 25 square meters, 25 square meter.
Yeah.
And myself and Justice Chandrachud, my bench, which I presided, we said the cutoff date is a particular cutoff.
Date.
After
Yes.
that, you will not regularize because there is no infrastructure.
Yeah.
And secondly, your zamin jo asat ni, open lands, they have, the people have a right to those places, because in every city, every town, a certain percentage of land must always be kept open as open spaces.
Yeah.
So now you are talking about the specific plan. Okay, let us talk about it. Let us take first Komindad. Now
yeah.
a lot of petitions are pending.
Yes.
The court will look after it. But I am asking myself a basic question. If I want a plot of land, I have to apply to the Komindad, pay full price for the land. Somebody encroaches on Komindad land, and you say up to 500 square meters in a city, you will get at a concessional rate. So therefore, what you are doing, this is not social reform. What you are doing is, individual cases, you are asking them. Now, I do not know. Now, there's a large-scale Komindad land grab in areas of Vasco, Chikali,
Yes.
and all those areas. There has been a major land grab.
Yeah.
Now, those are people occupying large. Other places may be isolated. Now, how can you say that I can understand fine a process of regularization, you pay the full market value to the Komindad. That okay, it's not.
But that also depends upon the will of the Komindad.
Will of the Komindad.
Yeah.
But I am going still a step further. Somebody has encroached upon. Okay, this is the cutoff date. Beyond this, we will not do. But you pay the full market price. This I can. No, this is not defensible.
Yeah.
But perhaps I can understand.
You can logically make some sense of about it.
So some sense of it. Similarly, government lands.
Yeah.
Now, revenue lands can't be given. They are given on leases. Now, how do you make a class of persons owners? Others will be leaseholders. And these persons are going to be, because we had the guts to grab and encroach on government lands. This is not a social reformation or helping the marginalized. When you help the marginalized, these are not marginalized people. These are rank encroachers occupying vast areas of government land. Some small cases, yes, I can understand that somebody in a small area has belonging to a backward class section, tribal jasa, ani kon asa, helping them, I can understand, but this is part of a.
But you are saying enacting a blanket legislation for that is something not tenable.
It's something not tenable, at least in my eyes. Now, how the courts are going to look at it is a different issue.
एक गजाल म्हाका मुद्दो विचार तुम्ही कोर्टाचेर आयले एंड दॅट इज माय लास्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू बिकॉज कोर्टा भितर एक गजाल जाल्या की ही लेजिस्लेशन्स आसूं किंवा TCPची लेजिस्लेशन्स आसूं कोर्टा भितर चॅलेंज जाल्या. एक गजाल जी आमी पळयल्या ती मागीर हाजी पयलींची लेजिस्लेशन फायनली जजमेंट येता, बट एक गजाल कन्सिस्टंटली पळयल्या की सब्जेक्ट टू अप्रुवल, सब्जेक्ट टू फायनल ऑर्डर म्हणून येता. What happens in between? The government continues with giving provisional or final approvals within that period, and many of the times the damage is done. Do you think judiciary is also lagging behind in expeditiously deciding these petitions? Because if it is subject to final order, there should be some urgency about deciding those matters.
See, judges of the High Court are bound by the law laid down by the Supreme Court. Okay. And there are certain concepts in law which are there for a long time. Normally, when you challenge a legislation, the courts normally don't stay the legislation.
Yeah.
The normal order is subject to final order.
Yes.
But you are making a different point. In such matters, why should not these matters be heard expeditiously?
Yeah.
I agree with you on that part of it. But what happens, I'll tell you. Now, Goa is a much smaller place compared to a city like the seat of in Bombay. Every day a judge has to hear about 50 to 75 matters for admission only. Okay? Now, people do not know that to read those matters and come ready for the next morning,
Yeah.
a judge must sit down either late in the night or get up early in the morning to read all those files and come back prepared so that matters can move. Otherwise, you'll be sitting with one matter, if you were like a government employee,
Yeah.
one file a day, nothing would move.
Nothing would move. Yeah.
So therefore, what happens is, now I have released my book of articles in New Delhi, Our Rights. And Tantu, I think I was just I gave an illustration example as a lawyer what happened to me. I had filed a petition on behalf of Provedar and Burginantha.
Aye.
Suddenly, one fine day, the government said, once you are 18, you have to go out. Now, they used to come, I used to go to them, Christmas time, so they knew me. They came to me. And my thought was, how do you throw these boys off? Where do they go? I can understand if you had some rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And then you can ask them, this is rehabilitation, now it's time for you to go. So I filed a petition in the High Court. The judges heard me for over 1.5 hours without asking one single question. And after the end of that, just said, petition dismissed. What beautiful poetry. Because I had put up, of course, as a lawyer, I knew I filed another petition. Then the bench changed. And that bench granted the relief. So I put in my book, it is not your rights which matter. Before which bench you are before you matters.
Yeah.
So this in fact, it's
This is applicable to everything.
yes, it is applicable to everything.
Yes.
It's everything. But for example, now I have been arguing and contending sometime before my judges also. In these matters of defections, decide immediately.
Yeah.
Because these are matters of
You cannot decide after the term of the assembly is over.
And you can't keep those matters pending.
Yes.
One way or the other, finally take a decision
Yes.
and lay down the law. Now, if some judge interprets it, well, fine. Right? I may not agree with it,
Yeah.
but somebody has applied his mind. Application of mind.
There is some finality to it.
So one way or the other.
Yes.
But you can't encourage defections by keeping silent over the matter, sitting over it.
The MLA should not feel that nothing is going to happen in the court of law, so they are free to do whatever they want.
And frankly, every political party everywhere does this. It's
Yes.
not that one party does
Yes,
that.
yes.
So therefore, but lay down the law. See, according to me, now matters are pending in the Supreme Court. The entire concept of a legislature party is something not independent of the political party. So that those provisions in the schedule are
Yes.
that if the political party merges, automatically the legislative party did not merge unless that 1/3 or 2/3 of them.
Yes.
So that is the concept. It is to protect the legislature if their parent party merges.
Not the other way around.
This, now what has become is the other way around.
Yeah.
That is not the object of the legislation.
Correct. And there is no finality to it even now.
Even now.
Yeah.
There is no fight with now.
जस्टीस रिबेलो, आय नो फाल्यांचे अख्खी गोंयची नदर आसा आनी म्हाका दिसता हो इंटरव्यू जावप गरजेचें आशिल्लें, लोकां मुखार हे सगळो कॅनवास पावप गरजेचो आशिल्लो. तुमी मान दिलो आमच्या विनवणेक, आयले आनी इतले सुंदर रितीन यू रिप्रेझेंट दी ओल्ड गोवा वीच वी स्टील लव. And I think because of the credibility that you carry, we all of us, all Goans are hoping that you will give us some guidance in a direction towards a new Goa which resembles the old Goa more than what we are experiencing right now. So thanks a lot for accepting our invitation and coming to our studio. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, thank you. I hope our youth listen to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are the ones from whom we are fighting
Yes,
for.
that's why I said ki we hope for a guidance and direction.
So I hope they are the ones who come, because ही आमची लढाई वा movement आम्ही म्हणतात is to fight for their future.
Yes, absolutely. Justice Rebello, pleasure talking to you.
देव बरं करू.